You are watching Sipping Off the Cuff on TequilaAficionado.com. I'm Alex Perez.
I am Mike Morales here in San Antonio, Texas. There I am.
And
And
we are
Alex,
in
is it
Texas.
the Area 51 of tequila? Tonight, Alex, we've got a kind of a special thing to do. You know, there's a trend that you'll start to see with. It started with Maestro Dobel. It is a clarified añejo. And I remember I may have spoken about this in some of the previous episodes of Sipping Off the Cuff, that when Dobel first came out, it was a much more substantial bottle. And we did a recent Maestro Dobel rerun, um, of their newer juice. And I was of the opinion that the old juice, when they stripped the color away from the añejo, the flavor profile was way better than what they're doing with it now. And since then, we've seen Don Julio 70, I think. Isn't that one of them that it's a clarified añejo? I believe there's another one that's out there. I can't, right now the name escapes me. Well, this is Heaven Hill's version. As you can tell, if you look at their website, they've changed the look of the bottles of their entire line. And so now they call it
So
Primero.
this is an old bottle.
It's an old version bottle, but I believe it's rather recent juice. And let me read you some of the information on this, just so you get an idea of the length the length of the attempts that they've gone to. This was coming from their information. This is Lunazul Primero is a clear añejo tequila from Tierra de Agaves, which is again their partnership with one of the oldest
Their
distilleries in
venture.
their venture. Um, it says, we handcraft Primero by carefully aging the añejo to attain the flavors earned through 18 months of maturation. So this is an 18-month aged. Then it is 8-time filtering process. Then balances those flavors with the crispness of agave sugars seen in Blanco. So the result is a crisp tequila that retains the oak notes and smoothness of barrel-aged tequila. And they have they give us, Heaven Hill gave us some information on the entire family of small batch Lunazul tequilas are they're estate grown, which we forgot to mention in the Blanco category, in the heart of tequila country by Tierra de Agaves. The Primero master distiller, his, and I have a name also. As a matter of fact, I wanted to get that name out there because I'm not seeing the name of the master distiller, but in any case, they're talking about. He carefully ages the añejo in order to attain the flavors earned through 18 months of maturation. The filtering process balances those flavors, yada yada. It is, I guess it's going to retail at $24.99, and I'm not sure. I'm a big fan.
That's pretty good price for all the stuff they're doing to it.
Well, yeah, because they're doing a lot of stuff to it. You know, and if they're starting with that Blanco, and of course they're aging it 18 months. If you've had the Lunazul, aged Lunazul, you know that it's very very oaky. You know, a lot of your oak heads go for that. Obviously, Heaven Hill, one of the second largest family-owned distillery in Kentucky, and so they have a lot of their own good whiskeys and bourbons as well. So they have a lot of great barrels to age this in, and then they strip it out. So see, I get some sweetness and fruitiness on the nose, Alex.
Yeah, it's very sweet on the nose. You get, obviously the oak that's coming through and the caramel. It smells like those little caramel candies,
Yeah,
but it's got a really neat nose. And again, it's deceiving because it's a it looks like a Blanco,
I think
So when you
technically they
for
have
your
to,
notes,
don't they have to call it? It says it's a, well, they call it an añejo tequila. I was under the impression that when they strip these colors that they have to call them technical reposados, but that's not the case here. Um,
right, right. They're
they're
calling
calling
it oh,
they're calling it an
yeah,
añejo. I'm
yeah.
not I'm not sure I'm not sure that that can be the case, but that's what they say. I mean, if it's on their label, it's got to be true, right? So,
Wow. So
it's got a nice
the
sweet
nose is
nose. Very nice
yeah,
nose.
the nose is nice. It's if you close your eyes, you're smelling an añejo, obviously.
Well, even their añejo, Alex,
You're
doesn't
looking at
smell this sweet though. Their añejo
really,
is very, very,
I haven't
very
tried
wood
the
forward,
añejo.
very oak forward.
Now this is in American white oak barrels. They've been aged for 18 months, right? Is that what you said?
That's yeah. I don't know about American white oak. That may be what their website says. Um,
But it's got a really nice mouthfeel.
oh yeah, you're right. American white oak.
It's full mouthfeel. It's got a lot of stuff going on in that glass. You got
I love the sweetness on it though, Alex. Compared to the Maestro Dobel of the two, of the 2015s and 2014s, I'm much more impressed by the nose on this version of a clear añejo.
and it's interesting with all the filtering
Mm,
that you still have this type of flavor and
mm,
nose. See?
mm-hmm.
It's very good, Mike.
On the retro nasal, Alex, is when I'm getting the wood notes. This reminds me a lot of what the Maestro Dobel used to taste like. Like I say, when it first came out, it was a real crowd pleaser. Women loved it because it didn't have that sharp oakiness, and it was a clear color. Guys loved it because it still had a little bit of that oak, aftertaste and residue. Yeah, and the punch. You're right,
Yeah,
Alex. This is really good.
it's
Um,
actually very.
but you can see if you can remember what Maestro Dobel, how that came across to us. We couldn't nominate it for anything because it didn't ring our bell. It wasn't the type of quality that the press material had led us to believe, and what I had tasted at the very beginning when that brand came out. Um, this is really different. Now, have you have
It's
you
it,
have you tried the Don Julio version? Don Julio 70th, I think, or something like that.
no, no, I haven't.
And that's an expensive bottle too. That runs in the.
Send it to us so we can try it.
Yeah. Well, they sent us
No,
Don Julio last year. We did Don Julio Añejo, and I think we actually nominated it for the legacy category because they're very well known for their aged tequilas. So I was
right.
kind of curious to see what the aged version was going to taste like, but we have yet to have those folks send us any. And Heaven Hill, again, the fearless distillery Heaven Hill said, let's send it to these guys because we are who we are, Tequila Aficionado Media.
We are tequila aficionado, yeah. It's actually very good, Mike, and at the price point, I think it's a great buy.
I agree with you, Alex. I didn't think that I would like this as well because I was so turned off by Dobel that I thought that this was, but they laughed at Dobel when it first came out. So I don't know what Dobel is doing to cut corners, but Tierras is
It was a new concept.
right. It was a
New
new
concept.
concept, and it wasn't cost effective either. I mean, like you said, Alex, for the price and what they're doing to it, it's pretty labor intensive. You got eight different
Exactly.
filterings 9 different filterings before you get this. So I'm impressed. For $24.99, go get yourself a bottle and try it. If nothing else, what would you do it? Would you put it in a cocktail, Alex? Is this cocktail worthy?
I'm sure we could try it with something. They've actually got some interesting recipes on their website. They've got this one called a Blackberry Margarita. I can see some you have creme de cassis you could mix with it, and some blackberries, probably muddle some blackberries in there. It actually would probably taste pretty good. It's got the profile for that.
It's a
So
I love how they start.
they're mixing it with Dubonnet Rouge. Interesting.
Wow. Wow.
I wonder what it would taste like with a little bit of vermouth.
Ooh, like a martini. Kind of, sort of, maybe, huh?
Like a Manhattan.
Like a Manhattan. Wow. Uh-oh.
So that'd be interesting.
Uh-oh.
To try that.
Alex, I can hear your wheels turning, man.
And I like the Carpano vermouth.
Yeah.
Which, you know what? I mean, that's some really good stuff.
Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey.
I guess brand a promise for the clear añejo category. Wow, that's a surprise to me. I'm surprised. I really am, because I didn't think that I would like it. And I've been through part of the bottle, and I just, for some reason, I guess what I have to tell you is you might either want to let it sit for a while or put it away and prepare your palate, because it's unlike something you've had before.
No, Mike, it's just that you just got the good company. That's all.
Is that it? And on that note, I'm Mike Morales here in San Antonio, Texas.
And I'm Alex Perez in Southern California. You're watching Sipping Off the Cuff on TequilaAficionado.com. As always, thanks for watching, and sip wisely.